Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love returns reading for all of my Geminis out there. So this is love returns reading for all of my Geminis out there for the week of July 21st to the 27th. So without any further ado, let's jump right in and see what the cards have to say. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Geminis out there. Let's see what kind of love is coming towards them the week of July 21st to the 27th. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, at the moment here, we have a Hangman, suspended decision. And so that means whatever this person was pursuing, they decided to kind of pump the brakes on things a little bit. From the previous relationship that they were dealing with, they decided to kind of put that on pause for a little bit. And we have the King of Wands energy here. So this is definitely a fire sign individual, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And like I said, they kind of put their previous relationship on pause to kind of see what's possibly going on pursuing you. You see we got the Two of Pentacles here too. So it looks like they're trying to juggle both the relationships at the same time here, or both see which one of them is going to be the good fit for them. So they're kind of juggling, trying to juggle both of them at the same time here. Now with that being said, we have a air sign individual, Page of Swords. And that air sign individual, again, the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That air sign individual, you could say they could possibly be dealing with some issues of little immature, sending messages of immaturity, quite possibly. You know, but with that being said, they are definitely looking for the Justice card here, looking for an equal give and take in a situation. So they're definitely looking for an equal give and take here in this particular situation, for sure. But they're kind of going about it, you could say, in a somewhat immature way. You know, maybe the messages aren't exactly that clear. But the good news here is you got the Chariot card as well. So they have decided to take charge of the situation, to try to gear it in the direction that they wanted to go to. So they have decided to grab the bull by the horns and pretty much move this thing forward. So if you haven't heard from this individual, or you don't know who this individual is, you probably will relatively soon. In addition to that, we have the King of Cups here, which is a water sign energy. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And that tells me that, you know, and they're sending messages. Page of Cups here. They're sending messages of information, to kind of like melancholy type of messages, things of that nature. But that would be okay if you didn't have the Tower card following that. So the kind of communication that they are trying to, how they're trying to communicate with you is going to pretty much be disastrous, it looks like. It's not gonna, you know, there's gonna be like a sudden event. You know, I don't think how they're trying to communicate with you is going to be taken the right way, and it's going to cause probably some problems. some problems for them pertaining, dealing with you. So they're not really going to be able to properly communicate their feelings properly, and it's going to have pretty much disastrous results. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths, what strengths are you going to be dealing with during that week? Well, what strengths are all my Geminis going to be dealing with the week of the 21st to the 27th? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of the 21st to the 27th? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of the 21st to the 27th? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of the 21st to the 27th? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of the 21st to the 27th? Show me cards I need to see. 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 Wow. Okay. So, first thing off the bat, we have the Six of Pentacles. That tells me that you are definitely looking for an equal give and take with your situation. You're looking to receive as well as give. And that seems to be a very top priority. That's one of your strengths. You know what you want. You want to receive as well as give. We're not just it could even be in terms of monetary, but it could be in terms of monetary, emotional, just some type of equal give and take in that department of some kind of emotional satisfaction. Now, with that being said, here you got the Seven of Wands, which says that, if you feel as though you have the high ground, you're not afraid to fight for a relationship. You're not afraid to fight for a relationship involved. You feel as though that is something that's worth your pursuit. In addition, here we have the Six of Swords, which means that you're moving emotionally, mentally, psychologically. You're moving into more calmer waters, less of a chaotic situation in which you previously were coming from. That is looked upon as a strength. In addition, you got the High Priestess card here, and that means that your intuition is on fire. So you are very much on point as far as knowing your situation, using your intuition. You're really, 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 really much on point. Now, we also got the Eight of Cups here. That Eight of Cups energy tells me that if things are not working the way that you feel comfortable with, you're not afraid to walk away. You're not afraid to turn your back on the situation and walk away from it. In addition, here you have the Emperor card. That means you are on a very solid, firm foundation here. You're taking a very leadership position in your life. You're making very solid, strong decisions when it comes to terms of emotional grounding and satisfaction. And in addition, here, you become very assertive you're very assertive for what you want. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. Also, we have the Four of Swords here. There's an aspect of rest, relaxation, contemplation. You're able to take the time out that you need to kind of get your bearings. If things get too crazy, you're not afraid to take a step back and kind of chill, relax, take things in, slow things down. So you do what you need to do to make sure you have a peace of mind. Also, we got the Five of Cups here. Pretty much crying over spilled milk, looking back in regret. A strength that you do have is you do have the ability to look back and reflect on things that where you may have not gotten the most optimal result you were looking for. You do have the ability to look back and reflect on that, and that is seen as a strength. And finally, here we have the Two of Cups, which means that you do have the ability to create very strong friendships to blossom into possibly a twin soul flame connection if the right person comes along. So these are all of your strengths here. So with that being said, let's see what kind of things from your past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. What from a Gemini's past could affect the potential outcome of this situation? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, and right off the bat here we got the Strength card. Spiritual strength, passion. So, in the past, it looks as though that, you know, there were some things that went down, which is why you look back and regret. You feel as though like you didn't have the passion and the courage to really maybe pursue a particular situation, and you look back and regret on that. You know, again, if you would have gotten more involved, it probably would have had a more optimal outcome. And you were kind of like, you know, with the Two of Swords here, there was a bit of an indecision there. So there was kind of like you kind of, it's not so much taking your time as much as you just kind of stalled out and you didn't take it to the next level. And as a result of that, you know, as a result of that particular situation, you know, you felt like you got left out. You got left out in the cold, so to speak. Finally, here we got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, excuse me. Ace of Swords. And what that tells me is that you have mental clarity at this point. There's a sense of maturity that has set in. Again, looking back, understanding maybe some things that you should have done, you should have said, that could have given you a different outcome, a more favorable outcome. So those things have been removed. And these are things from your past that could affect the present of the situation, because if you see an opportunity for mental clarity that there's a clear path to success here in a romantic in your romantic pursuits, then you're going to take it. Before I shut this thing down, let me see if spirits have any additional information they want to bestow upon you. So, is there any additional information that you would like to give all of my Gemini out there? Is there any additional information you want to give a Gemini out there before I shut this thing down? Ooh, okay. I'll take that as a... Wow. Renewal. Moving forward, there needs to be a renewal or strength or renewal of self when it comes to relationships. Even if that means it's possibly someone from your past or so forth, so on. You know, there needs to be a sense of renewal here, a resurgence of self here. Seems to be lacking. So Spirit wants you to know renewal, renewal of all feelings, renewal of a perspective, just overall renewal in the things that you're moving towards and trying to pursue. In addition, here we got the productivity card. So continue to remain vigilant, being productive. Don't get too caught up in trying to pursue romantic endeavors. Try to stay productive. Try to stay active. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. Don't spend all your time on it, you know, thinking that you can pretty much shape the outcome. If you move it this way, you move it that way. Just wait, let things play themselves out. Don't do what you did in the past and pretty much just be stagnant. You do want to move, but be productive also. Don't let this occupy and monopolize all your time. And finally, dependability. It's highly possible that once you do find, if one of these love interests prove to be fruitful, there's going to be an aspect of dependability, most likely probably emotionally, and that's okay. being being able to be dependable upon one for emotional support is not only a normal, it's also a healthy thing, because no one is an island unto themselves. Believe me, I've tried. It doesn't work. But sometimes having to depend on someone and also being dependable makes for a more fruitful, well-rounded relationship. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. In addition, hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to get a personal reading. I'll leave all the information below. Thank you so much. My name is Adonis, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.